Hello everybody, my name is Steven Marketeros, and welcome back to a little bit of a special edition of City Skylines. Now, right before your eyes right here, you see a little bit of a traffic jam going on. You know, this isn't something that you would generally think to be in a scenario that would be good for your city at all. Let's turn this into play mode quickly and get back out of here. And you'll come to realize that traffic jams like this happen all of the time in City Skylines. You usually have some stuff backed up on the freeway right outside the border limits to your city, which our city limits are right over... Are they visible? I hope they're visible. Yeah, actually, is this within our city limits? No, it's not, because our camera can't go out there. Oh, no, I guess we just can't view our city limits from here. But they're somewhere around here, and they're you know, decently far ways back from the actual establishment that I have built. Now, this is the city of Lakedale, not the city of Hamilton, just to make sure not to freak you guys out and thinking that you jumped like 20 episodes ahead, because this town is much more complete. And so, yeah, we're basically going to evaluate and analyze this humongous city behind me that I have constructed for you. Yes. From here, it's actually impossibly more menacing than it actually is, but I have been working a very long time on this city. This is one of the first few cities I created, and I essentially went into it thinking and knowing that I was going to build the most beautiful traffic system known to mankind, but as you can see from the gigantic length of traffic going down this highway, something has gone terribly wrong, because it's backed up from here all the way out of sight into downtown. So let's follow this highway system downtown, and let's see what's happening in this city. Here we go. We have a little train crossing right over our highway. It's a beautiful little thing, you know, probably move some nice transport system. There we go. That's a nice, is that a commuter train? That's kind of weird. We only really have cargo trains going on this line, but yeah, that's probably going to the industrial district. Right here, we can see our first intersection. It looks a little bit confusing, but, you know, to the experienced eye, it's sort of like a roundabout. And so anyone who needs to get off and go to this little area of the city over here, or actually, as you can see right here, there is another interstate that comes off of this one. That you can also merge off to onto that. The reason that this isn't more direct is because it's kind of like a low traffic area normally, and I have actually never seen this bad of traffic in this area before. You can see there's a nice little residential suburb area over here. It's doing quite fine. You know, has the nicest little houses. Look at those things. Yeah, they're pretty high land value. We can't click on them now, but lots of parks, lots of infrastructure, lots of mass transit in this city. Apparently not enough, looking at the humongous traffic problem. And so, yeah, everything's going well. We'll continue going on. Here's the next intersection. This one is, like, completely backed up to the point where people are trying to go from here and get onto the interstate, but it's pretty much impossible. And traffic is also backed up downtown as people can't turn to get onto the roundabout to get back onto the freeway and go home. Here we go. Our traffic problem has now reached 3 lanes wide as people are trying to merge on, and this is actually going to a 4-way intersection, but a lot of people merge weird as they attempt to get into the lane that they need to be in. And then comes this. Yes, if you're looking at this right now, you probably have no idea what this monstrosity is right in front of me and why this is going down to 1 lane and everything. Let's pan up a little bit, and you'll see that the problem is much worse than you would expect. This is the main intersection to the city. Wow, I have never seen it in this condition before. I've seen this working, and I've seen this when it didn't have a lot of this stuff, but it's backed up from every direction. There is traffic jams in every direction. As you can see, traffic from this side is attempting to go up, and I believe what they're trying to do is to merge to continue. That doesn't make sense. Why would they be doing that? Where are they trying to go? It's actually a very good question. Let's watch some of the traffic go by and see where they end up going. Now, they're trying to go over to... where are they going? Oh, they're trying to go here, and then they're trying to take a U-turn? That's kind of weird. Well, they're trying to go somewhere. They're trying to go over here to the industrial district, or they're trying to make a turn over there. And so, actually, I think there's a lot more infrastructure than I remember there being here, because you can turn right to make an immediate merge onto that interstate, which that one isn't backed up, because I don't think a lot of people actually take that route at any point. But there's no real crossover. You can't really get from here to here without going through this massive roundabout interchange, which has caused a lot of problems in the past, but for the most part, it's actually been efficient. It's worked pretty well. I actually had to make a little bit of a passover for the opposite direction going because it got so congested with everyone trying to get onto this at one time that I either had to filter it in on the left or just make a direct switch over because people were trying to make a left and it was taking way too much time. And so that's actually something I probably need to do with the other one too. That's a feature of this like giant turbine intersection that I tried to construct that I left out, and it's kind of a necessary, vital feature of intersections. All right, so I don't think we want to go down that way yet, and this way is actually not too bad. This has been working out pretty well over there. So let's just continue down the same path that we've been going on. As you can see, traffic is about 3 lanes blocked, and this side's more like 2. That's because a lot of the people haven't even gotten to their destination yet. Yep, and then here's our bridge, this beautiful bridge. Oh man, I love this bridge. This is just fantastic. I almost had to destroy it before, but worked out well. All right, and then we get here to the giant business Manhattan-type island that I've constructed. Yeah, if we can look at that. It's sort of like a big Manhattan-y type area that still has been underdeveloped because it's faced a lot of traffic issues. And so this is the 3rd design of this intersection that I tried constructing. The first time it was something a lot like this, where it was just this right here, where it was like a simple intersection where you just got off and did that. But as the city sort of grew over 30,000 people, you couldn't really do that. So then I made a small roundabout intersection that basically disconnected this from the road and turned it into the roundabout instead, so this cross section didn't exist. But apparently that didn't really help anyway, because when I reconstructed it a 3rd time to be even larger, the issue was that people could not actually turn off into their respective areas fast enough, like people are attempting to go down here into the business district. This, I believe right now, is the problem with this entire system. Because you'll find in this game, a lot of the problems are caused by like one bad intersection. One bad intersection in this game that gets congested just a tiny bit will throw off the entire road system in the entire city. It's crazy, all right? Because cars can only get off like one at a time here. It's like ridiculous. Look at them go. I mean, you'd think people would be able to turn right faster than that, but they just don't. It's kind of weird. I mean, considering that these people are actually probably should be limited to turning right anyway, but I mean, these people shouldn't be scared because they shouldn't have to stop here. Yeah, there's a stop sign. Is that? No, there's just no left turn. They don't even have to stop. Some of these people don't stop, some do stop. It's very kind of random why they do, but yeah, so that's a problem that I need to fix. But before that, let's look at some of the other things going on here. The other way around, we have just this disaster of a road that I constructed a long time ago that there was no way to fix. There's no way to fix this. This is going to be like this forever. But it's usually fine as long as people can get off of this roadway and onto the freeway fast enough. But then as soon as the freeway becomes backed up, it's a disaster. No one can get to work. No one can get to any of these business areas. And like, the buses don't work. And then everyone just has to mass transit their way over through like the subway system. But yeah, see, stuff like this is being held up because people are trying to get onto the freeway. People can't go into these lanes because these lanes can't move into these lanes and then into this one. So everything in this entire system is coming at a block right there where traffic is moving. It's crazy. It is just crazy. I mean, look at this intersection. That's just insane. Oh yeah, some of the cars are starting to disappear as they've been just chilling for a while on the freeway. The game's trying to help itself. I mean, this... Oh, whoa, what happened here? This is not supposed to be this bad. I haven't checked on this in a while, and... Ooh, that was not what I expected it to look like. Where is traffic getting stuck? Like, everyone's trying to turn onto the freeway from this direction. It's... Wow. Okay. Yeah, some of the problem here... I thought this would actually work out well because I tried to make it a more formalized system. So basically, these are all one-ways, or basically this is a one-way here. It feeds down and across. And then everything feeds into it, and then there's a giant off-ramp here, and so then you can go back in to filter down and then through again. The only reason it's like this is because I had to build the cargo station over here, and having this as the entryway would cause basically the same problem in reverse, but I figured this would be a little bit easier to deal with, so apparently not. So, yeah, so then everyone tries to feed off here into this great 4-lane intersection. I don't know where these people think they're going to go. Oh, apparently they actually... smart, because they're actually the ones making it through right now. They're just teleporting through other traffic. That's always nice, but yeah, they seem to be working out pretty well for themselves. And yeah, basically it's just all being built up at that one location. Let me zoom out all the way here to give you an overview of the size and the scale of this town. This is insane. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain this. It started out is just the intersection that you see going across here. So from left to right, I know you can't see my cursor. So from this left to right intersection here, and then the up to down one that I actually built. I artificially built this up to down intersection here. And it's worked out pretty well because it allows all the people over here to get to work, and it allows a lot of the people to come down through this area. We didn't look over here, but it's a little bit more standard here. I mean, people just trying to turn off usually. Usually there's not enough traffic here to actually permit there to be, or necessitate to dictate there to be a roundabout here. So, yeah, I've just left that as the natural way that's supposed to work, because you can also get off here, and then most people are actually trying to go into this end roundabout, which this turns back into a 6-lane road, and then takes you across to the Manhattan Island District. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then there's, you know, this freeway that just leaves the city. Some people use that if there's freight that needs to leave or there's imports that need to come in, but it isn't very commonly used as I don't have anything over there, and I probably never will because the edge of the map territory is like over here. So, yeah. As you can see, I dammed off these rivers here. I was going to actually build down in this valley for a little while, but I sort of got off track on that after, I think, what happened? I don't even know what happened that got me off, because I was working on this amazing new complex so everyone wouldn't have to go to work over here, because the original problem was that everyone who lived, I know, like hand gesturing at the screen, but this is a residential area right here. This is all residential, all these buildings. They had to get over here. And that was a problem because, well, they could only take a set amount of roads. At the time, I don't even think these small bridges here existed. And so they can only take, I think, this road over here that I constructed that was just backed up, like, permanently, or they could take the highway. Most people ended up taking the highway. So eventually what I had to do was I had to move jobs out of there. Well, not really out. I just cut the amount of jobs there. But I moved other jobs over here, so not as many people were trying to go to that one place as once. And so a lot of people work here now. And I also just built office zones around all over town. There's another one down here that I really did actually mean to develop into part of the larger residential super commercial district over here. Like, this is beautiful. I love this area. This is the first area I built. As you can see from the very primitive roundabout that I constructed there, that was one of the first things I built in this city after the huge traffic problem appeared of people trying to get off of this thing when it was less complex. Yeah, the good times, the good times. So, yeah, let's go out of the free camera screen and go back into the actual game. As you can see, yeah, lots of problems happening right now. You know why? Well, one, every time people can't get to work, everyone seems to die. Our population has tanked. It was at 70,000. It's now at 64,000. So we somehow managed to kill 6,000 people by stalling the freeway. That is never good. Let's pause that before something gets really out of hand. This district is starting to go to crap. All of this stuff is starting to fall apart as the garbage services, which are all down here. Not all down here. A lot of them are down here. Well, these are being apparently vandalized anyway. Yeah, the garbage trucks can't get onto the freeway. They can't manage the houses. Police cars and fire trucks can't get to their destination. The moratorium vehicles, what are those called? Whatever, they can't get to. Hearses, they can't get to their destinations, and people can't go to the hospitals since the ambulances aren't working. And I think we actually have we have 423 sick people. That's a lot of people. But we do have a lot of hospitals around, especially in this advanced district here. Like, this is services that you should not need anywhere else, because you have hospitals, you have, I think, like 3 fire stations over here, 4 fire stations over here, you have 2 police stations over here, and then you also have places, you have crematoriums, you have like 4 or 5, yeah, 4 over here. It's crazy. It's insane. You also have a university. You have an elementary school, and a high school, and a university. There is barely a single residential building over here besides these, too, so that's crazy. So how are we going to fix this traffic problem? Well, the easiest way to fix a traffic problem in this game, especially when you have a lot of roundabouts, is to reverse the direction of one roundabout. Like, I know that sounds like crazy witchcraft that would never work, but if you do that, it will cause the pathfinding for every vehicle trying to use that to essentially reverse and drive a different direction and drive the next best route, which is usually like some strange alternative route, or they'll just like go back home and try again. I don't know exactly how that works, but usually flipping a roundabout works very well. I don't want to do that here. I want to actually like get this to work properly. I can't explain it. I really legitimately think something we can do to make this faster is, instead of making this a 2-lane one-way, we instead upgraded it to a 3-lane highway instead. I should probably do that with these things here. Oh, can't upgrade to this type. Oh wait, I just selected on it properly. Yeah, we want the soundproof barrier one. All right, now let's see what effect that has on us, and if people begin to turn faster or begin to just stall out. Well, it's still stalling out because now people have gotten stuck going on the roundabout the other way. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, when you come to a situation like this, sometimes there literally does become, like, no solution at all. And the only thing you can do sometimes is to just reverse the flow. I think actually stuff is starting to pick up here. There we go. Wow, look at all those ambulances going. Yeah, this must have been the first area things went bad. But, yeah, this is just, it's bad. This is really bad. Okay, let's see something else we can do. Since anyone is only ever, like, turning here anyway, what if we just made these direct? So we destroyed this. I'll deal with that later, whatever consequences arise from that. And we instead built this out of here like this. And I actually don't want to run that too far into the middle, or otherwise we're going to have more problems stemming from this. And we want like that. Okay, and then we'll do that the other way as well. Okay, page up. And I don't know exactly how high this is. I've forgotten. And there we go. Whoa, packaging. Okay. Yeah, wow, that is actually not the most beautiful thing I've ever designed. But, you know, I'm more or less right now trying to go over a fix to the problem than trying to find some sort of a permanent solution. So let's see if that improves the speed. Yeah, see, a lot more cars are able to get to their destination with this. It's not as fast as I'd like it to be, but it's definitely a lot faster than it has been. So as these cars begin to filter out, the merging begins to happen on the freeway. More vehicles are able to get by. A lot of people merging into the left now, and a lot of the traffic buildup is coming from people trying to fix themselves. All right, yep, they're trying to get into their respective areas, and traffic is beginning to smooth more freely down the interstate as a lot of this is fixed. There we go, we see people merging. Okay, we're almost freed back up here. Let's just make sure that this isn't gone awry yet. Nope, still working at capacity. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, yep, traffic is... It's kicking. It should be starting to catch up a little bit. It should be flowing again. There we go. See, we have a lot of more people moving now, and this whole section, this gigantic section right here, suddenly cleared up. That was a bit amazing how that worked. But yet, we still have a lot of the traffic going on here. This is all being backed up because people are attempting to go to the new commercial district. I did have a direct route from this district to this district prior, but I had to get rid of it because the traffic was so bad that it was not even manageable. As you can see now, the traffic problem has sort of become isolated to just this section and people trying to turn right here instead of the entire grid being locked. Okay, yeah, people are still efficiently arriving off of that. That's good. That's very good. All right. A lot of people here just turn right immediately. Well, that's because you can't, well, you can go here, but yeah, a lot of the services you access are based off of that. I wonder the effect it would have if we actually moved this instead of being here, if we moved it to be over here instead. So people could gain some sort of a velocity before they suddenly got off of the system. All right, let's try that. And right here, we'll do a 4-lane. Yeah, I am using some mods right now, but they're not like super intense mods. They're like slight mod additions. Well, actually, it does add one adds a lot of roads. The other one is the no pillars mod, which I use for getting rid of some of those pillars. I like to keep the pillars. Like, as you see, I keep a lot of the pillars. But sometimes, like right here, like it told me I couldn't build the road here, so I just activated no collision. Because that was just very annoying. Of course, the trees end up building like right through the center of the highway. But, you know, that's the price you have to pay for setting a pillar out of place. All right, it's working. And this is working like as fast as it can. I don't think this could work any faster. Maybe if I made this slightly longer, but I think the effect would be marginal. This intersection is pretty darn efficient because it doesn't get totally backed up, especially because they can go either direction they want. And a lot of the buildings have become abandoned. Now we're facing very serious population drops as this problem gets worse. As we can see, the population has dropped to a full 50,000 now. As traffic now begins to right itself. I think I might need to open this back up if I'm ever going to have a solution to our freeway problem. I know I'm now just looking for an emergency way to fix this because it's crazy. Yeah, this is just too much. So now that we've opened that up, a lot of this traffic should reroute. Not necessarily reroute, but it should reorganize itself to take a different route. I don't know if there's a way I can definitely push it, though. I don't know if I want to push it either, because that could cause some really disastrous side effects. Alright, here we go. This is working well. This is working well. See? Traffic's moving efficiently. Starting to speed up again, sorta, as people get off. It's a little bit random, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Wow, this area has become just stricken with a humongous recession. Look at this. All of these people have just moved out. They've abandoned their residence. A lot of them will move in, too. I do think I have, like, low taxes already set on one area. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Yeah, whoa, we've lost a lot of people. Where is everyone still living at? I think this area is, actually, this is most, yeah, office stuff here. Is it the suburbs? Yeah, there is some people living still yet here, and yeah. Wow, that is bad. We're facing massive recession. This is like depression level right now. And this is all caused literally by one intersection going bad. Like, this intersection caused this entire disaster to exist. That is legitimately just how bad this crisis is. Now that I look at that, now that I look at this in retrospect, I shouldn't have put all of this as commercial. I mean, obviously that caused a lot of this to just exist because now everyone wanted to get over here. I think it's the biggest commercial zone I have besides this one. Yeah, you really want to space out your commercial because when everyone tries to go to one place, especially at one time, especially when a lot of it's trucks like this, here we go, we see what I was talking about with the traffic. Suddenly, everyone wants to go straight to get back here instead of using the interstate, which, you know, it's reasonable. It causes more traffic issues in the industrial area, but I am willing to sacrifice industrial outages right now in order to stop, like, the gigantic depopulation of this town. Alright, wow, we still have really bad traffic. I don't know if this is ever going to get solved. I hope it does. I mean, if it doesn't get solved, then we're going to have some more problems. Alright, people moving out. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to de-zone a lot of this commercial. Let's just de-zone this and turn it into, like, residential or something. Yeah. And then we'll make this high-density residential units. There we go. I think I've gotten everything. Except that one blob there that apparently can't be built on for some reason or other. Alright, yeah, because this is going to get rid of all of this commercial here. I should wait until all these move out before I start zoning. That can get a little bit dangerous at times. And, yeah. This crisis will have fixed itself at some point. It just needs a lot of time. Wow, that is a really long back. I can't see the end of that anymore. Oh my. Just when you think this is over, it just gets a lot worse. Maybe I should just de-zone a lot of this entire district here and just get rid of all of this because this was a disaster. I thought this was a good idea because people wanted commercial and I thought, hey, why don't I just establish a new commercial? But then everyone tries to move in at once and it goes very bad. Okay. So yeah, is there even any businesses over here? Everyone's trying to go to some place that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced now. Is everyone just turning left now? Where is everyone going? Because now they're trying to get back over the bridge. Okay, yeah, see, again, I hate this bridge. This bridge, like, never works. Okay, no bridge. No bridge. Find your own way back. I have not previously had a city with 70,000 inhabitants before, and so I was very, you know, proud, and they just kept expanding like nothing was ever going to go wrong, and then that stuff went terribly wrong. Oh, I don't even want to know what it's going to be like to have all of these people move back in again. Here we go. Traffic is, it's getting a lot better. What are you guys doing here? You're, like, merging lanes like the most inefficient I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Alright, traffic, besides that weird merging section over there, is starting to get back into order as, yet again, these people keep merging into this lane. I hate it when they do that because they block all of the other traffic instead of just going down and then waiting further to merge. That's so weird, and it's, like, so ridiculously slow, too. Oh, man. Well, you should have seen it before I had this little off route here. They would have to get onto the roundabout and then get back off again, and then they do the same thing over there, except to back up the roundabout instead. And that didn't work very well. All right, these people are almost over. I hate it. I hate it when these people get backed up because it causes this entire thing to move ridiculously slow. That's more of like a game mechanic issue than a constructional issue, because I have it where it goes from 2 to 3 lanes, and then there's the ramp added, so it shouldn't be an issue, but it is, and it shouldn't be. Wish that would change, but you know, it's not going to. When everything's at high speed, like it's about to approach here, then the merging happens efficiently and there's no backup. But when everything's backed up really slow, it just takes forever to get around. There we go. Stuff's moving again. People are able to go down that one rank here on the far left lane. All right, this is still going to be a bit haphazard for the moment, just because it normally is. Here we go. Yeah, see, look, the stuff's starting to move. The traffic jam. Still very long, but it's something that we're going to get over eventually. I hear a lot of upgrading sounds as houses are getting better and people are beginning to move back into the city. We've prevented this from becoming our single source of issue, as now not everyone needs to get there again, and I honestly have no idea where people are going now, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, let's look at the city statistics quickly before I leave you guys. And we can see I started right at the top here, where population was around 71,000. That's where I started the video. And by the time we fixed it, we had just stalled out at about 45,000 people, and we're back up on our way. The last time I had a traffic jam this big that caused this huge of an issue was back in, here about 2027. Where there was just this huge traffic jam, and the same thing happened. And then it happened again, as you can see from the, sudden decrease. But since then, I've actually been pretty stable and pretty good about not having super traffic jams. Just a little bit of a hiccup around 2038, but that was more, I think I did something and it was really bad. But yeah, we've had some really steady growth for them from then. So yeah, the city is pretty sick. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, I don't think you guys can check this out yet because it would require you to download a ton of mods. And I don't think you guys would want to spend the time doing that. So, yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of off from what I normally do. I will be, doing the normal City Skyline videos too. Don't be afraid of that. It's not that I'm not making them. It's just that, like, I haven't been finding the time to release them. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you appreciated this video, do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.